Hello everyone! Today we are going to make a plaster slash gypsum nest. I'm going to use it for my macro ant colony, but you can use it for any ant colony. Before we start, let's see what items we need. We need a Dremel. It's just a basic Dremel which you can use to, cut out of stuff. So you'll use that to carve the tunnels and the chambers. So let's put that away. We also need modeling plaster or modeling gypsum. I got like 3 kilograms here. I believe that's like 6 pounds, I'm not entirely sure. But it should be enough to fill your container that you're going to use. I got 2 containers here, 2 plastic containers. The idea is that we are going to fill this up with gypsum. And then when it's dried up, we turn it upside down, get the gypsum out, and then, or the plaster, whatever you call it. And then carve the nest out, like the tunnels and the rooms. Optionally, you could also use plastic tubing if your nest, or if the the level of your nest is to here. You can add some plastic tubing to the surface like this, and then hook it up to another formicarium or to another nest. So let's get started. Okay, so it seems like let's see where the English instructions are over here. So to pour this stuff we need 3.5 liters of water for 5 kilograms of powder. So I need to add 3.5 liters to this. So I've got 3.5 liters of water here. I found a big bucket which I can use, so let's use that. So I guess I have to pour all the gypsum in. Let's do that. I hope you guys can see it. Looks nice. So let's stir very well, and then we can pour it in the container. Okay, let's try to pour it. Oh, that goes very well. Okay, so we've got more than enough, so I'll get my other container as well. Okay, so I've got the second container. Okay, so this is about 2 of those little containers, and I've got a little bit left. So let's just have this stuff dry, and then we can start carving a nest. So the gypsum seems to be settling on the bottom, and the water is like floating on top. So that's a good sign. The plaster is like compacting, and later we can pour the water out, I guess. So that's awesome. It does mean the nests will get a little bit smaller though. But that's okay, it's a good size. So here we are. I actually had to drain the water because there was way too much water in there. I'll try to show you. It's all drained now and starting to dry. It's still a little bit soft, like if I try to, let's see, if I try to push on it, I can still push little dents in it, so it's still too wet. So in a few hours I will try to get them out. Let's see, there's a little bit of bubbles in there. I hope those won't be a problem. I don't think they will be. The plaster really compacted, like I expected the nest to become like this thick, but since all the plaster dropped down and the water was floating on top, the plaster actually got way, the nest is way lower than I wanted it to be. This one is a little bit higher, like if you put them next to each other. but you know, it's still fine. Just keep that in mind, that you have to like, I would recommend, like, if you have a similar container, just put the mixture of water and plaster like this high, then the nest will be this high, twice as high as it is right now. But it's fine. Maybe I will start working on this one if I can get it out. And if I feel like this is too little plaster, I will make some more plaster and put the plaster on there. I'm like put more plaster on top and see if I can make it thicker like that. Okay guys, so let's see. Let's try to get the first one out. Let's start with the small one, because if that one breaks, that's, well, that's not as bad. You know, it's still not completely dry yet. I can still like crumble the loose bits off, but that's normal. You know, I can still make impressions on it, so I will have to be very careful. So I got this wooden piece of wood here, which I can like make it rest on, so that it doesn't fall down too hard. So let's try to hit it a few times. Still no cracks, so that's good. But how do I get it out? Okay, let's try to press on the outsides a little bit, so that it will like get loose. Okay, let's try it again. There's a little bit more room now around the edges. Okay, there it's coming. There it is. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's make sure it doesn't fall. As you can see, it's just perfect. I can still, like, oh, that's okay actually. I cannot make indents on it. Just try to make it as flat as I can. Let's try to make it even flatter. So as you can see, it's very easy to manipulate. I have to get a nice bit, which probably works very well for what we want to do. So let's put it in there. What are we going to put it on? Let's put it on here for now. Okay, so what we can do now is like Dremel out a tunnel like over here. Okay, so it gets very messy as you can see. I think it has to dry a little bit more. And I will show you. Zoom out a little bit. So as you can see, the ants can enter from here. I will probably make that hole bigger. And then they can walk down and go inside the first chamber. So there will be a lot of chambers all around, but until now I will just, for now I will just let the gypsum or the plaster dry. Okay, so it's a day later and the gypsum or the plaster is way more dry. So we should be able to use the Dremel a lot better now. Okay, so let's take a look. That's really nice. So they enter from here, go down there, and they should be able to continue down the side, but with a little tunnel that we will make. Okay, so let's try to get that stuff out. I'll use a little stick. Let's see. Oh yeah, it works very well. You can just scoop it out. Okay, so let's see. It gets a lot less messy as well now. This is from the last time. And this little trill over here is from now. So that's a big difference. It's way, the plaster is way more dry, so that's great. Let's see. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Here we are. Try to show it off to you guys. Okay, so here they can come in like this. There's a nice little first chamber, a little deeper chamber, like a split, a path splitting into two, and a very big chamber, probably for the queen. And egg chambers, so they can put eggs in here and eggs in here, or seeds if they want. And then later on we can connect all the nest here. Okay, so let's clean up the block. Let's see, it's a complete mess. Like all the gypsum, it's sprayed everywhere. Okay, so here we are, it's all cleaned up, looking nice. Move the camera a little bit. Looks very awesome, right? Okay, so now let's try to get the block inside and see if it fits nicely. So I thought we should do it the same way we got it out, like put it upside down on this little thing and then shove the bucket back over very carefully. And try to keep the bucket clean. And that's a perfect fit right there. Okay, let's press it on. Let's turn it back over. Okay, that looks very nice. So, here we are. Let's see. There's a lot of muck on my camera. I will have to clean it. Looks very messy. Okay, so let me take the camera off and show you guys. Okay, so I will probably have to pour a little bit of gypsum plaster on the sides just to make sure that it is, fits very tightly. Yeah, as you can see, I don't think they can get through. It's a very tight fit. Okay, so here's the entrance of the nest. So let me turn it around. This is so awesome. You can see them enter and see them walk through here, through the nests. Let's see, into the bigger chambers and the split that we made, and the very big chamber over here, and the storage chambers basically. And then later on we could like drill a hole here and add another a tube if you want. And we'll probably put it right here, and let's see, make a little bit more room later, and then like connect it up this side and into the little plastic container so that they can walk from the corner into the nest. That would be awesome, right? Okay, so I'll make a second video with the ants in it. I will edit it to the end of this video so that you can very easily click through to the next. So it will probably be finished next week from now. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a like, share it with other people that might find it useful, and subscribe if you like to see more, because I plan on making a lot of ant stuff on this channel. So once again, thank you and bye bye.